No. How to get your shit together. How to succeed as a 3D artist. How to get your shit together. Give me ones in the chat to confirm that the sound is working, that the video is working, and all this. And then we're gonna get started. And ask some good questions. We might have some time to do some questions. We don't have all day because I'm hitting the gym later. But ask me some good questions and give me ones in the chat to confirm that shit's working properly. One. All right, we got 2 ones. That's enough. 2 ones. If it's not working, well, you're not gonna drop a 1. Guys, we're gonna talk about how to get your shit together in 2024. Now, the title of this video is how to succeed as a 3D artist. Okay, what it actually takes to succeed as a 3D artist. And the reason this title right here, this presentation right here is titled how to get your shit together is because it's all exactly the same shit. All right? So succeeding as a 3D artist is the same as succeeding in anything else in life. Okay? It's all the same. You got to get your shit together. That's the term that I use in general. Get your shit together. You got to work on yourself so that you can find some success in whatever area of life. Okay? And that's what we're here to talk about today. Now, summer's here. Summer break is here. Thomas Cullen is in the house. Everybody's here. Summer break is here. And this is what everybody else is doing. This is what everybody else is doing. Everybody else right now, give me a better angle right here. They're smoking weed, playing video games, they're watching Netflix, sitting at the computer all day, sitting at the bar, smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, talking about bullshit, or they're watching football. That's what's happening now. Listen, if you guys go to a bar right now and you go during a football game, all the dudes right now who got all the time in the world because school is over, they can't wait. Do you see how excited these people get about football? Who here watches football religiously? Like, you watch every game and you actually care? Tell me. 1 in the chat if you give a shit about football. 0 if you don't give a shit about football. Okay, and 2 if you kind of maybe, okay, you'll watch sometimes. Because too many people get emotionally affected by football. Just dumb shit. Or they go to the club and now you're sweating with everybody, rubbing shoulders with people you don't even know. They don't want to talk to you. You're saying, just what the fuck are you people celebrating? That's what everybody else is doing, and you're here because we're not gonna do that. Because you don't want to do that. You want to actually get your shit together. You want to get some money. You want to do the shit that you've been wanting to do for a long time, but you've always been talking about, I don't have time, I don't have energy, I'm tired from school. Now there's no more of that bullshit anymore. You can't give me that excuse. What are you gonna tell me now? Oh, I'm a bitch? Is that what you're gonna say? You can't say that anymore. So I'm gonna teach you guys some things that you have to do in order to get your shit together so you can find some success as a 3D artist and in life in general, okay? We're gonna talk about a couple of things that I noticed that most people, specifically in the field of 3D design, are lacking massively. And I'm also gonna teach you some other skills which you're gonna need in life in general, okay? Some general self-improvement which a lot of you guys need, more than you understand. I'm gonna explain to you at the end of this video, at the end of this live stream, how this all ties in together, why it's so important to get your shit together, why Blender 3D is not enough, okay? You need to work on yourself in general. You need to work on other things because being good at Blender 3D ain't gonna get you nowhere if you can't even speak, okay? Ajde jebote mailovi u kurac sad gasi to. Okay? So a lot of you guys, like these people right here, you live under the delusion that just being good at Blender is gonna be good enough. If you get good at Blender, you're gonna be fine. Most of you guys, you fell into the trap of just, okay, socializing is scary. Talking to females is scary. You don't feel like going to the gym. You know what? Oh, it's okay. I don't have to go talk to people in real life. I can be a pussy. I can just do everything from my computer. That's fine. A lot of you guys fell for this shit. And before you know it, that's what everybody's doing now. Everybody's at the computer. So now, you guys are fucked. Now you guys are just sitting here like a loser, like this guy right here. This is all you do. You're at the computer desperately trying to find something which is going to help you get to where you want to be in life, but it's not coming if you're a fucking loser. You got to get your shit together. That's what we're here to talk about. The first thing that I have to explain to you guys, it's unbelievable how many of you guys are missing this and you don't even know it. A lot of you guys, you can't even speak. You can't even put a sentence together. Okay, you can't even write me an email. You guys should see the type of messages and emails I get. I get blocks of text like this. Not one full stop in there. The guy starts 2 new sentences. He doesn't use a single comma. It's like you're trying to read this and I'm thinking, am I dyslexic? Am I illiterate? Or is this guy a fucking idiot? Chances are the guy's a fucking idiot. And too many of you guys struggle with this. You can't even put a sentence together. You can't even express your thoughts in a formal manner, in a manner which is respectable. Okay, so when I start reading this type of message, I don't even want to talk to you. You know how many people I had reach out to me, hey, can I do this for you? Can I do that? Trying to sell me something or ask me a question about something. Even if they want to buy something from me, it's just the message is so shittily put together. I can't be bothered to deal with this shit. Do you understand? So how the fuck are you going to get a client? How are you going to get a job? How are you going to get somebody to take you seriously if you can't even put a sentence together, if you can't even write an email properly, okay? I joined the gym because of it. That's what I want to hear. So look. Hi there. So look, guys. You're going to have to learn, listen, take some notes for this shit, okay? Because we're going to make thorough lectures about every single one of these topics that I'm going to bring up today inside Digitally Enhanced, okay? Because I can't sit here for 10 days. We're going to do lectures throughout July explaining every single one of these topics, okay? Since it's summer, now it's time to get your shit together. We have a discount for the summer for the next 22 hours. So go check that out, but I'm going to tell you more about that later, okay? I'm going to talk about the course afterwards. But for now, you got to take notes. If you're too broke to get inside the course, don't buy the course. Fuck the course. Forget about the course. Don't buy nothing. Just focus on yourself a little bit, okay? Just invest some fucking time, invest some energy in yourself. Learn to structure your sentences. Write this down. Where's your pen and paper? Text yourself. Write this shit down. Learn to structure your sentences properly. If you don't know how to do this, pick up a book. Look, you don't even have to buy one. I got books right here. Look, just lying around. Just open it up. Read a sentence, okay? Okay. Read the first 2 sentences and observe how this person's putting sentences together. Just learn how to use punctuation. If you don't know what that means, that's your commas, that's your full stops, that's your double dots, whatever. That's your apostrophes and all this shit. Okay, learn how to put together a sentence formally. Learn the technical aspect of putting together a fucking sentence. If you can't do this, I don't even want to read it. Serious people don't want to read this shit, okay? So learn to use punctuation, learn to structure your sentences, use capital letters. It's unbelievable, I know, that I have to say this shit. But you guys would be, I'm telling you, I get so many messages and emails from people because of this YouTube shit, because of this Instagram shit that I do. I get a whole bunch of people reach out to me from all over the world. It's hard to believe how many people expect to be taken seriously and they expect to find some meaningful success in any area of life. But you can't even write a sentence. You can't even speak English properly. You can't even use a comma. Invest some time in that. What are you doing? What are you playing video games for? You can't even write? What the fuck's the matter with you people? Okay? Exercise your manners. If you're speaking to somebody, hello, excuse me, please, may I this, thank you very much, have a nice day, best regards. Learn to do that. Write down what I just told you. Learn to do that. Because if I open up an email and there's none of that, you don't even say hello, I hope you're doing well. You can throw that in there and at the end you put thank you for your time, best regards. If you can't even do that, why am I going to talk to you? Obviously, you're not an adult. You can't even conduct yourself like a mature human being. So how am I going to take you seriously? Practice your English. What else are you going to do? You're going to be like this guy right here? Listen. The path that many of you are going down right now is going to take you right here. So how do you think this guy communicates? Do you want to communicate like this guy? Or do you want to communicate like this guy? Who would you rather be? Try to imagine how this guy writes an email versus how this guy writes an email. It's not that difficult. Just emulate. So now, that's the first step taken. Learn to communicate. Guys, write this shit down so that later when you get the impulse, when you're taking a shit, to go open up TikTok and look at some reels, instead you're going to look at your notes. Okay, Aryan said, learn to structure your sentences, learn to use punctuation, exercise your manners. Now you're going to have something to Google. And then just Google it, how to structure sentences properly. Read the page while you're taking a dump. okay? Use punctuation. Just type this shit into Google. It's all out there, all right? So just invest some time into this. You got all summer. What else are you going to do? What do you tell me? What are you guys going to do? Watch football? Who gives a fuck about football? Is football going to fill up your pockets? Is football going to pay the bills? It ain't going to pay the bills. He doesn't give a fuck about you. You're screaming over some dude putting a ball in a net. He doesn't even know you. He doesn't give a fuck about you. Well, how does that affect your life? For all you know, it might not even be real. It might just be CGI, or it might just be AI. Somebody put in a computer, hey, make a video about dudes putting a ball in a net, which is going to make other people watch and scream in excitement, okay? And pay money for this. You don't even know if this shit is real. Fuck that. Give you some good examples. Something specific to 3D artists. Here's some great examples. Here's a couple of guys inside the digitally enhanced program who understand that you got to get your shit together, and they did it exactly right. This is exactly what they did. Inside the digitally enhanced program, one of the first things that we put people through, this is level 1, okay? One of the first phases is once you go through the courses and you learn how to use Blender, you learn all the Blender tools. Then we teach you how to create professional projects. We guide you, we supervise you, we give you tips, we talk to everybody there. We're there for you the whole way, and we guide you through producing a couple of projects which you can put inside your portfolio, and how to construct a profile online, which when somebody looks at it, they're gonna think, this guy has his shit together. This guy knows what he's doing. If I hire this guy, he's gonna get the job done, all right? Listen, I have a question for all of you right now watching this. Open up your Instagram, check your profile right now, and compare it to what you're looking at right here. Maybe you have a 3D artist portfolio, maybe even a personal profile, whatever. And compare it to this right here. Just think about this for a minute. When you look at this profile, doesn't it immediately occur to you, this guy clearly handles himself like a professional. Look how good his artworks are. Look, he's in a specific niche. He's in product visualization. He has basically the same style for everything. Everything looks top quality. It's very clear what he's doing, all right? And go follow these guys, by the way. Type this right now. Follow them, because you're going to see these guys. You're going to see these guys win. You're going to see these guys only get better. These guys are some of the most impressive individuals in the club right now, okay? These guys are killing it. They're putting together their own studio, and they're filling it out with artworks. They're making their own website. They're working on their professional profile, which they're now soon going to start to use for outreach, for networking, which we're also going to have a whole lecture about inside the course. But this is the foundation. If you guys can't even do this, don't even think about how to become a professional. Forget about that. Forget about how to make money, how to get a job. Learn to get your shit together first so you can present yourself in a respectable manner. If you can't even do that, forget about anything else. All right? So build yourself a professional profile which can showcase quality works which specifically show a certain set of skills which can be used in a particular niche of 3D modeling, which can be monetized, product visualization, architectural visualization, game asset creation, whatever, advertising, and whatever. You figure it out. Graphic design, it doesn't even have to be 3D. It's all the same shit. So build your professional profile while you're at it. Now let's talk about some other things where you guys fuck up. See if we got any good questions, any good comments. Anybody talking shit? But guys, did you see what they're talking about on Reddit? You know what's crazy? I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. You know what's crazy? When I tell people that they're writing about me on Reddit, this is the guy made a post on Reddit because Aryan's a Nazi or some shit. Because I said I'm going to teach you how to speak like a dictator inside the digitally enhanced program, which, by the way, was the most incredible lecture you've ever seen. Ask anybody who's inside. It was a phenomenal fucking lecture. We had a whole lot of shit there, which everybody benefited from. Anybody who was there to see the lecture, their life became better afterwards. And that's the type of shit we do inside the program. But they made a Reddit post about it, and they said Aryan's a racist, Aryan's a Nazi, you know, I was talking about dictators and all this shit. He should be banned, whatever. I don't know. I don't read this shit, but they showed it to me. They told me about it. And the person who wrote this, they're thinking, okay, I'm going to write this post to hurt Aryan, to fuck him up. Fuck Aryan. And what happens is, instead of him hurting me, now a whole bunch of people are like, oh shit, he's talking about how to be a dictator. I kind of want to see that. People join my course. What happens now is I get to tell everybody, hey, they're writing about me on Reddit. I'm famous. I'm the bad guy on Reddit. You know, I'm the villain. The girls love this shit. When I come into a group of people, I can say this. I'm cool as fuck. So if anything, you help me. Please make more Reddit posts. Push my shit. Put my links on there. Fuck you. Yeah, all the previous lectures are recorded in the course, so they're gonna be there until the end of days. Okay. Now, let's talk about your physical appearance. And all of this shit, guys, believe it or not, I know for some of you guys it's hard to believe, Aryan. Don't judge a book by its cover, Aryan, you're materialist and all this other bullshit. Don't be a fucking asshole. Don't be narcissistic. Don't be obsessive about your appearance. Fuck that shit, okay? This all plays into your success in life. I'm telling you right now, because I know from a perspective of somebody who looked like a bitch, who was skinny as fuck. I went to the gym, I got stacked, I got my shit together, I learned how to groom myself properly, how to make sure I look good, how to take care of my physical appearance, how to dress properly, and at the end of the day, it contributes massively to your success in your business, in your professional life, in your career, in your personal life, in your relationships, everything. It all plays in together. And I'm going to explain this to you at the end, okay? At the end of this live stream today, are you going to understand? I'm going to give you some examples. Don't have tits. Okay, if you're a man, don't have tits. Lose some fucking weight. You all know that you should be doing this. You all know, listen, everybody wants to be fit. You don't gotta be Ronnie Coleman, but everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody understands that this is respectable. Okay? Listen, right now, you're watching this video right now. Imagine if I looked like this kid right here. Imagine how he speaks. Imagine if I was like him. Imagine if I was like this guy right here. Instead of being the way that I am, okay? Follow me on Instagram, by the way. Because on Instagram, I take my shirt off. On Instagram, I post my physique sometimes. Follow me on Instagram, guys. This is where people get mad at me. These people on Reddit, wait until they find out about my Instagram. I post a bunch of stories, Q&As, and shit like that. I get you thinking. I stimulate your mind beyond what you thought was even possible on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. And I'm telling you right now that if you have tits as a man, it doesn't work. So if I look like that guy, you wouldn't be sitting here listening to me. Because if I was like this guy right here, I wouldn't be able to speak with you with such conviction, with such confidence. I wouldn't be able to speak to you like a man, like an adult. All right? So don't have tits. Have a respectable physique. Have a respectable body. Get your shit together. Get your hair cut. You guys wouldn't even believe what a difference it makes. Just getting the bare minimum out of the way. Cut your fucking hair. All right? Wear some nice clothes, and nice don't mean expensive. Okay, I wear shit from Shein that I buy for like $5, and people ask me all the time, how do you look so good? How do I dress like you? Give me some fashion tips. What fashion tips? It ain't rocket science. We're gonna do a whole lecture about this as well inside the course, inside Digitally Enhanced. All right. So you have to pay some attention to how you're dressing. Write this shit down. You're gonna Google all this afterwards. What else are you gonna do? Play video games? Google everything that I'm telling you here today. You don't have to buy nothing. You don't have to join nothing. Don't join no fucking course. Just Google it. It's all out there. Put some effort into this shit. Don't smell. Wash your ass. Okay? Some of you guys don't even brush your teeth when you leave the house. Shame on you. You should be embarrassed of yourself. When I speak to you, it's difficult to talk to you. It's like after I'm done talking to you, maybe you were a cool guy. Maybe you had great skills. You were very charismatic and interesting. But I'm thinking, please, God, help me. Please make sure that I never have to step in the same room as this person, because this guy cannot even make himself presentable. He looks like shit. He's got titties. He didn't even brush his hair. Didn't even get a haircut. All right? You know, I get people asking me all the time, Aryan, who cuts your hair? I don't know how good I look on this camera right now. Aryan, who cuts your hair? Where can I get a haircut like you? I cut my own fucking hair. I don't have time to go to the barber shop. Fuck that shit. I give myself a fade. All right? Cut your hair. Take care of your facial hair a little bit. Don't smell. Wash your ass. Put on some cologne. Okay? And carry yourself with some respect. Have some respect for yourself. You know when you're looking at somebody walking down the street and they're all fucked up, like this guy. Like this guy right here. Poor bastard, probably rolling in his sleep right now, wherever he is. You're looking at somebody walking down the street and they're carrying themselves like shit. He's carrying himself like a bitch. You can tell that this is the kind of guy where if I walk up to him and say, what's up, and I just push him, that he's going to look at his feet and probably apologize. If I step on his shoe, I say, fuck you, bitch. He's not going to do anything about it. He doesn't respect himself. He does not think that he deserves to be treated any better than this, okay? looks like the kind of guy who cannot stand up for himself, has no respect for himself. How do I know he's got no respect for himself? I'm looking at you. I can see you got titties. I can see you're a skinny bitch. You can't even take the effort to make your body what you want it to be, to make your vehicle what you want it to be. When I shake your fucking hand, do you look me in the eye? Do you squeeze my hand like a man and tell me I am such and such? Or are you like, I am. That's how half of you people shake hands. It's unbelievable. It's hard to believe. I know women, I know chicks that shake hands better than half the dudes, okay? And this all comes from your self-confidence. This all comes from your image. So how are you gonna get a job from a guy who runs a company? He went through the pain and suffering of building a company. Now he wants somebody he can rely on. Oh, fuck you, Ruben. He wants somebody he can rely on. And you come in there and you can't even present yourself like a man. Well, how you don't even look like, if I give you any responsibility, you're gonna be able to handle it, okay? So get your shit together. Have some respect. Just walk around. Treat yourself like you respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, nobody else is going to respect you. If you don't love yourself, no one else is going to love you. Think about the money for a second. Okay, half the times I see, listen, I used to work minimum wage. And I'd have dudes in there, 28 years old, 27 years old, been in the workforce, working great jobs for years. I'm broke. No money, nothing. Salary is late 2 days. Now they're panicking. What the fuck do I do? I can't pay the bills. What am I gonna do? Sentinel man, listen, this is what's going on. I'm teaching you how to get your shit together in 2024 because this is all gonna teach you ultimately how to become a better 3D artist. Because succeeding as a 3D artist is the same as succeeding in any other area of life. It's all exactly the same shit, and that's what we're talking about here today. We talked about how to communicate properly, how to build a professional profile for yourself, and now we're talking about some personal self-improvement things like your appearance. Don't look like a pussy, don't look like a bitch, don't smell, wash your ass, brush your teeth, get a haircut, get some decent clothes, okay? Now we're talking about money, how to manage your money in a respectable manner. Give me a second, guys, let me get some water. I want to talk a little bit about how to manage your money. Do you have any advice for budgeting on minimum wage? You bet I do. That's what we're talking about right now. How to manage your money. Listen, first thing, we're going to talk about this briefly again because I don't have all day to sit here. But listen, we're going to get back to this. We're going to have an entire lecture inside Digitally Enhanced, okay, inside the program about how to manage your personal finances among all these other things which we're talking about and more. So we're going to get to that later. But for now, take notes. Remember this shit. This is how you manage your money if you're broke, if you're on minimum wage. Don't buy stupid shit. You don't need no Netflix subscription. You don't need a new GPU. You don't need that new video game. Okay, you don't need no bullshit. Stop. Think about it. Do you really need this shit? Is what you're buying going to make your life any better? Or is it just bullshit that you want to enjoy yourself with for some whatever reason? You think that you deserve to be entertained, or you had a whole shift 8 hours today. You deserve to play video games for 8 hours. Fuck you. Fuck that shit. Don't buy stupid shit, okay? Think about it right now. What stupid shit are you buying? And stop it. You don't need no new furniture. You don't need no fancy clothes, okay? Don't buy dumb shit. Track all your income and all the money that you're spending. I'm not fucking around, guys. This is what I did. All right? And when I was working minimum wage, there was dudes in there twice my wage asking me, how do you got so much money in the bank? Well, Ruben, if it's boring, I'm going to help you out. Listen, my friend. You right now are making the wrong decision by watching this. You're watching something which is not benefiting you. You have to go play video games. It's going to be better for you. So, how do I block this fucker? There we go. Put in timeout. I don't want to listen to this shit in 24 hours. Fuck you, Ruben. Ruben's a punk bitch. So listen, write this shit down. All the money that you have coming in, salary, maybe you got a side hustle or something, how much money you got right now. Okay, write it all down so you know exactly how much you're getting. And compare that to how much you're spending. What I mean is, every time you go to the shop, keep the bill, go home, put that shit in an Excel sheet, write down how much you spent on groceries, on beer, on whatever the fuck, okay? On, I don't know, video games, on Netflix. Write it all down. Have it all in one place so you see how much you spent, how much you're making. And then you're going to see, I can't even spend that much money. No wonder. You're going to see half of this shit you don't need, okay? If you cut down the bullshit which you bought on impulse, you don't even know that you bought it, okay? Then you're going to realize that you can save up so much fucking money just because you took 5 minutes to think about it. I'm not fucking with you guys. Most people don't think about this. Most people are just too lazy. It's hard to believe that you have adults walking around completely unaware of how they're managing their money. And then they're talking about, I'm poor, it's the government's fault, whatever, it's the inflation, it's whatever. Listen, man, if you get your shit together, none of this stuff is going to bother you. So just write it down, make it a little effort, and you're going to be just fine. Even on minimum wage, you can be balling. Trust me, guys. I'm telling you right now, you can be balling on minimum wage if you just manage your money a little bit better. You're going to be able to build your savings, have some savings for, God forbid, okay, 3 months, 6 months of your expenses. If you live in with your parents, have some money anyway, so that when it's time to invest in something, you're going to have the money there, okay? You got to have some money on the side. You never know what's going to go wrong, okay? You might hit somebody with a car tomorrow. They take your ass to court. You got to pay $5,000 for medical bill. What are you going to do, go bankrupt? What are you going to put your house under? Sell your car? What are you going to do? Have some fucking money and invest in yourself. Now listen, guys, investing in yourself means that you're spending money on stuff which is objectively beneficial to you, which is all this shit that we're talking about here, okay? You're going to invest in some decent clothes. You're going to invest in your appearance. You're going to invest in a gym membership. You're going to invest in some English lessons. You're going to invest in something intelligent, okay? You're going to buy stuff which is going to help you progress, okay? Just think about it for a second. Think about what can you purchase which is going to be good for you instead of dumb shit, all right? Now, don't even buy the course. Don't even buy no course from me. There's plenty of shit that you can buy which is simply objectively better for you than buying the new GTA 6. Who gives a fuck about GTA? Is that going to make your life better? Are tickets to the football game going to make your life better? Just think about something which is going to make your life a little bit better, okay? It ain't rocket science. Invest in yourself. Don't spend money on dumb shit. Invest in yourself. Unless you want to be like these guys. Listen, guys, look at your friends right now. Look at your friends. Next time you're watching football or whatever the fuck you're playing video games, look at them. These guys right here, they're having a great time. They're celebrating. They're, oh, yeah, football, yeah, he stuck a fucking ball in the net. Okay, 19-year-old football player on the television probably fucking your bitch, and you're celebrating when he put a ball in the net, okay? These guys right here, acting all cool, thinking that they're enjoying their life, they're miserable. Ask them right now. Ask your friends, how much money you got in the bank right now? Probably fuck all. How much money are you making? Probably fuck all. But they all want to have a Lamborghini. They all want to have a Mercedes. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be rich. I'm hustling. You're not doing fuck all. You're watching football, okay? So everybody's full of shit. Your friends are full of shit. Stop wasting time on these fucking idiots, okay? Pay attention to the people around you. Half of them are fucked up, and you don't want to be like them. Social skills. Who do you think is going to get the job? The guy who, when Aryan walks in the room, I give him my hand, I shake his hand, and he's like this. And I ask him how he's doing, and he's like, I'm good, I'm okay. What did you do today? You know, alright, I played football. Versus the guy who, you shake his hand, shakes your hand like a fucking man, looks you in the eye, hey, my name is such and such, how's your day? I'm fucking amazing. You know what happened today, dude? I had the craziest day of my life. I did this and this, and this happened. I just met this guy. I spoke to a friend from Guatemala, and he told me, shit, man, they're starting a new business over there with handling boats. That now you're talking to this guy, now he's cool. Well, now I like this guy, so I want to continue conversation with him. Shit, man, this guy's cool. I want to put him on my team. That's how business people work. That's how people who you want to hire you, that's how they operate. That's how they judge people. Maybe somebody's fucking stupid, but in general, if you see a little bitch, you don't want to be around him. I don't want to be around him. No business owner wants to be around him. Nobody who has money wants to be around somebody who's a fucking loser. Okay? Remember that. So work on your social skills so that when you walk into a room of people, you can actually leave a good impression. All right? And that way, at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to meet people which you're not gonna meet otherwise. Because you, for example, when you walk into the shop or when you're walking around, you put your headphones in, you're playing music because you don't want to talk to nobody, you're scared, right? A dude like Aryan walks by, you're looking at your feet because you don't want to make eye contact because you're scared, okay? But when somebody with good social skills walks around, they don't have no headphones in. They hope to get a chance to talk to somebody, All right, because they look forward to the opportunity to speak somebody, because you never know who you're gonna run into. You might run into Aryan. Listen, if you ran into Aryan walking down the street, okay, you're watching his live streams, you're watching his videos and all this shit. Would you look at your feet and just be scared of Aryan, or would you come up and say, hello, hey man, I watch your videos, you're fucking cool? Would you have the balls to do that? If not, you got a problem. Okay. Let's see, do we have anybody else talking shit? You gotta have some fun sometimes. Of course you gotta have some fun sometimes. I'm talking to the guys who think that it's all about having fun. You did an 8-hour shift and now the rest of your day is all for fun. It ain't like that, okay? If you wanna get somewhere in life, maybe in the evening you get an hour or two to do something enjoyable. Okay, you don't deserve to have no more fun than that. There was dudes your age 100 years ago dying in the fucking trenches, getting bombed, okay? So you did not do anything to deserve to be entertained. For what? What are you doing? What for? Don't you want to get somewhere in life? If you don't want to, listen. If you want to be entertained, then this shit ain't for you, all right? But if you want to get somewhere in life, if you want to find some meaningful success, you got to cut all that shit out as much as possible. If you're trying to be entertained, this is what I'm telling you. At least do it in a way that benefits you objectively, okay? When I want to be entertained, I go talk to people. I go socialize with people who are cool. So now I'm hanging out, I'm socializing, I'm being entertained, but it's being productive. I'm building relationships with people. I'm building some sort of a connection. I'm building networks, okay? So do that instead. Go work out. Working out is fun. Working out with people is fun. Go to the fight gym. That's fun as fuck. What do you need video games for? I don't play video games. If I'm bored, I'll hit the gym. I'll talk to my friends at the gym. And yeah, I can have friends at the gym, and guess what? Some of them are 3D artists. Some of the guy's a business owner. This guy is this guy, he's that guy. And now because I'm jacked, because I can lift heavy ass weight, I can talk to these people. Because when I want to be entertained, I go do something productive. When you want to be entertained, you're playing fucking video games. Good luck. You don't have to take my advice. I'm just telling you. All right, so all of this at the end of the day plays into you finding success as a 3D artist or as anything in life, okay? Have some respect for yourself, because you can have all the success that you want in this world in a particular field, like 3D design. But if you're still a loser, you think you're going to be happy in life? If you look like shit, you can't even present yourself properly, you can't introduce yourself, all right? This is what's going to happen next, guys. If any of this stuff resonates with you, or if you resonate with any of this, I don't know what's the right way to put it. I gotta hit the gym right now, but this is what's gonna happen in July inside the Digitally Enhanced program. We're gonna have lectures about every single one of these topics right here. We're gonna talk about how to write and text like a professional. We're gonna have, all right, in the first week, that's gonna be now, I'm gonna announce this shit tonight. We're gonna schedule the live streams. We're gonna review people's projects and review your works as usual. We're gonna do that all live, okay? You're gonna see me do some live modeling. We're gonna have a whole lecture, a whole live stream like this, dedicated only to improving your physical appearance. And another one about how to write and text like a professional so you can communicate properly. How to manage your personal finances. If you're broke, how can you use your money properly so you can get somewhere in life anyway? How to invest money in yourself. We're gonna have a whole separate lecture for this. And only after that's done, after you got your basic shit together, then we're gonna talk about how to develop your social skills so you can get out of the house, so you know how to speak to people. And after you've got that under control, then you can start thinking about networking. Because what I'm trying to tell you guys here is that once you get your shit together, you can communicate with other people who got their shit together. Because you now qualify to speak to people. Cool people want to talk to cool people. I don't want to talk to a fucking loser. I want to talk to somebody who's cool, okay? So now, you're gonna be able to get yourself into a position where you can start connecting with people and forming meaningful connections with people. And before you know it, now you got a new business partner. Now this guy wants to hire you. Now this guy thinks you're cool. He likes you. He's gonna put you in touch with somebody else. And that's how it goes. So that's what we're gonna talk about in July. July is gonna be a massive self-improvement month, so everybody can get their shit together inside Digitally Enhanced. Right now you have probably what 20 hours left for a summer discount. I know school's over. You don't got shit to do. Okay, pull the plug. Get your shit together. You can sign up for the course right now. You can get the whole summer for a discounted price. And this is what we're going to be doing in July. All right, so we're going to do lectures about all of this shit, among also the regular schedule where you already know the deal, okay? Because we're helping people build portfolios like this, so you can get into a specific niche. We're talking about networking. We're talking about how to find some clients and all this other shit. But this, on top of everything else, this is going to be part of the program in July. All right. So you can click on the link below to sign up for that. And now we got another 5 minutes. Let me see if I can answer some questions if we got something good. If you don't got no questions right now, You might have some questions for me later. Add me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, where I post a lot of crazy shit, and I'm probably gonna get banned on Instagram, especially once the Reddit people find out. But follow me on Instagram, and we can talk about some crazy shit that I can't talk about here because YouTube can't handle nothing. Can we succeed if we are mentally ill? Who's not mentally ill? I'm mentally ill. How are you mentally ill? What does that mean? I got ADHD or something else, or schizophrenia. Everybody's mentally ill to some degree. How could introverted person become such a wolf? That's an excellent question. That's what we're going to talk about inside the course. I think people can have anxiety at any age. Exactly. People can be bitches at any age. Anxiety happens when you're a bitch. Trust me, I've had anxiety, and it's because I was a bitch. So if you stop being a bitch, you're not going to have anxiety anymore. You got to get your shit together and get to a point where you got nothing to be anxious about. It's not a mental disease. You just fucked up. Trust me. I would know. Aryan, do you think it's better to be a freelance 3D artist forever or eventually open your own studio like Hollywood? I don't know what you mean by Hollywood, but it's basically the same shit. It's just a different way of presentation, okay? It's all the same. What it means to have a studio is you're still doing freelance projects. Somebody comes to you and they want a job from you. You just have other people to do it for you so you can handle bigger projects. You look more impressive. You deal with more serious shit so you can pull better money. So having a studio is like the next stage of just being a freelancer, which of course is better. No, I can't increase the volume. Turn it up. Let's see what you guys have been debating about. You can't hope someone walks up to you. Choose who you think is going to talk to you, and then when you begin talking with them, you lose it partially. I don't know what you're talking about. Extreme social anxiety at 6 years old. My friend is an introvert, had extreme social anxiety. I then walked up to him because he was playing Minecraft back then. 6 years old playing Minecraft and had social anxiety. Your friend is probably a bitch because if he got out of the house more, if he learned to talk to girls instead of being afraid of them, if he learned how to improve himself, turn himself into a respectable individual, which is clearly on the right path in life, okay, he would not have anxiety. Trust me, I'm telling you. All right, guys. Any questions you got? If you want some more guidance on whatever you're doing as a 3D artist, we do that inside Digitally Enhanced. I'm in there active a couple of times a day with your regular live stream, so check it out right now with the link in the description. And I'm going to teach you guys how to get your shit together properly. Until then, if you haven't already, subscribe to the fucking channel, like the damn video, okay? I stopped reading the comments, but I'm still going to keep posting stuff there. You can reach out to me on email. You can reach out to me in my Discord servers or on Instagram. Instagram.com/AryanRace. That's ARIJANRACE. That's where I usually respond to messages, so you can always reach out to me there for now. If you send me something smart, I'm going to respond. And I'm going to post it and we're going to talk about it, okay? All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to hit the gym. I hope you're doing something good. If you turn on that video game, I'm going to smack the shit out of you, okay? So go do something productive. I'll see you guys inside the